Hello, and welcome to today's Flow into Yoga Vinyasa Flow class. So happy to have you here. My name is Tonya with Yoga by Tonya. For today's class, if you have a couple of blocks, go ahead and grab them, have them handy. We are going to be working on a little bit of strengthening and then some calming practice at the end with some meditation. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start today in a child's pose. So coming to your mat, knees can be together or wide apart, shifting the hips back towards the heels, walk the palms towards the mat, forehead to the mat. If this hurts your knees, know that puppy pose is always an option, or just lay on your back and hug your knees to your chest. Settling into the pose that you have chosen. Taking a deep full in-breath into the belly, the ribs, the chest, expand. Exhale, release. Again, deep full in-breath into the belly, the ribs, the chest, expand. And as you exhale, you're just letting all the soft tissues melt into the mat. One more, just like that. Deep, full in-breath, belly, chest, ribs, expand. And as you exhale, you're melting into the mat, just releasing any gripping or tension. Connecting and anchoring to your breath. Finding the balance between effort and ease. Remembering to soften and relax into the pull of gravity. Feeling the expansion of the inhales and the contraction of the exhales. Good. And then on your next inhale, you're just going to round through the spine, making your way into tabletop. Knees are hip width apart, big starfish hands. So just beginning to sway the hips from side to side and drawing some circles with the ribs. Noticing your breath. Excuse me. And reversing, going the opposite direction. Coming back to your tabletop. So take a moment here. Notice where your shoulders are. If they're up by their ears, press them back into the sockets. Inhale, drop your belly, heart and gaze move forward, cow. Exhale, round the spine, cat. Really press the mat away. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Couple more on your own. Finding the balance between effort and ease. Making your way back into tabletop. We're just going to extend the right leg long. You stay here or reach those left fingertips forward. Option to look forward. And then as you exhale, round the spine, elbow and touch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round in. Inhale, extend and hold. Option for 3 pulses up with the arm and leg. Coming back to tabletop. Inhale, drop your belly, cow. Exhale, round the spine, cat. Inhaling to a neutral spine. Extending the left leg long. And stay here or reach those right fingertips forward. Exhale, round the spine, elbow and knee touch. And then inhale, extend. Exhale, round in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round in. Inhale, extend, hold. Option for 3 pulses up with the arm and leg. And making your way back to tabletop. Inhale, drop your belly, cow. Exhale, round the spine, cat. Inhaling to a neutral spine. You're going to inhale, reach those right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring that arm underneath your body. Shoulder hovers above the mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring that arm underneath the body. Shoulder hovers. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, bring that arm underneath the body. This time, your shoulder and cheek come to the mat. Thread the needle. The breath is deep and smooth. Finding the balance between effort and ease. Good, and then planting the left palm to the mat by your cheek. Press the mat away, reach those right fingertips up towards the ceiling, and then coming back to tabletop. Inhale, drop your belly, cow. Exhale, round the spine, cat. Inhale to a neutral spine, reach those left fingertips towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring that arm underneath the body, shoulder hovers. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring that arm underneath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arm underneath. And this time, drop to the shoulder and the cheek. Thread the needle. Right palm can stay where it's at, or you can come into any variation of thread the needle that works for you. Notice your breath. Good, and then plant the right palm to the mat, press the mat away, reach those left fingertips up towards the ceiling, and then coming back to tabletop. Inhale, drop your belly, cow. Exhale, round the spine, cat, and just pause here in cat, really pressing the mat away. Inhaling to a neutral spine, this time tucking your toes, lifting your hips to your down dog. So in your down dog, maybe you want to pedal the feet, shift the hips from side to side, or not. Noticing the breath. And then from here, you're going to inhale, round through the spine, come to plank. You can always drop to your knees if you need to. And make sure your booty's not too high or dropping too low. Nice straight line from the back of the head to the heels of the feet. And then lift the hips up, down dog. Inhale, round through the spine to tabletop. Shoulders are in their sockets, not up by the ears. And then lift those hips, down dog. Take a deep, full in breath. And as you exhale, you're coming back out to plank. And you're going to drop to the knees, the chin, chest, belly. Inhale, lifting up into baby cobra, just lifting the head and shoulders here. Gaze is down your nose. Exhale, release. Press through table. Shift back to child's pose for one breath. Deep, full in-breath. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, lift back up into table. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips down, dog. Take a deep, full in-breath. Stay for the exhale. Bend into the knees. Look to the top of the mat. Walk or step between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. You could use your blocks here if you need. Your back is straight. Exhale, release, belly to thighs. Head is heavy. Coming into ragdoll. And sway side to side or just be static. You're going to inhale, lift all the way up. As the last lift, coming into extended mountain. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, reach all the way up into extended mountain. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, reach all the way up into extended mountain. This time, interlace the fingers and make a pistol mudra. Exhale, reach to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, cactus the arms. Lift the breastbone towards the ceiling. You're keeping your chin tucked here. Inhale to extended mountain. Exhale to a forward fold. Big bend in the thighs. Belly to thighs, and just hug your thighs to your belly. Head is heavy. Inhale, lift all the way up into extended mountain. Option this time to come onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, forward fold, belly to thighs, arms come behind you, drinking bird. Inhale, lift up into chair. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale to chair. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale to chair to extended. Exhale, palms to heart center. Good. Inhale, reaching up. Interlace the fingers, make a pistol mudra, or reach to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center, and exhale, cactus the arms, lift the breastbone up. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold, hug your bellies to thigh. Inhale, reaching all the way up into extended mountain. Option this time to come onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, forward fold, or drinking bird. Inhale to chair. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale to chair. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to chair to extended. Exhale, palms to heart center. One more. Inhale, reaching up, interlace the fingers. Exhale, reach to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the breastbone up. Inhale, extended. Exhale, forward fold, belly to thighs. Inhale, reach all the way up into extended mountain. Option to come onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, forward fold, drinking bird. Inhale, chair. Exhale, open arm twist left. Inhale, chair. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, chair two, extended. Exhale, palms to heart center. Connecting to the breath. Finding the balance between effort and ease. Gaze is soft, jaw is soft. Shoulders released towards the mat. Inhale, reaching up into extended mountain, maybe look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, punch your palms, walk or step back to your plank. Drop to the knees, the chin, chest, belly. And inhale, lifting up into cobra. Elbows hug in, gazes down your nose. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes. Press to down dog. If you need a child's pose, take it. Take a deep, full in breath. Stay for the exhale. If you're in child's pose, you're meeting us in down dog. Bending into the knees, looking to the top of the mat, walking or stepping between your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way up into extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms to the mat, walk or step back to your plank. Option this time to drop to the knees, chin, chest, belly, move through cobra, or shift forward on your toes, lower halfway to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, making your way to your down dog. In your down dog, take a deep, full in breath. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, the left leg long, option to bend the knees, stack the hips. And exhale, bring that knee to nose, round spine. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, this time you're going to step that left foot forward. Plant the back foot down. Inhale, lifting up with the power of the feet and legs, your foundation into warrior one. If you need to add a little bit of movement here, go ahead and do that. Noticing your breath. Breath is deep and smooth. Exhaling to a warrior two, adjusting that back foot, heel to heel or heel to arch alignment. Bend into that front knee. Shoulders are over your hips. Reaching the fingers in the opposite direction. Flip your left palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle lunge. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Just hold and lengthen. Reaching through those right fingertips, grounding the knife edge of the foot. Exhale, plant your palms to the mat. Step the left foot back. Go or flow to your down dog. In your down dog, take a deep, full in breath. Stay for the exhale. Inhale the right leg long, option bend the knees, stack the hips. Then exhale, round spine, knee to nose. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, right elbow, right knee. Knee to elbow, rather. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, step that right foot forward, plant the back foot down. And you're going to inhale, lifting up into warrior one. You need to add a little bit of movement. Go ahead and do that. Finding the foundation of the feet and legs. Shoulder and jaw are soft. Breath is deep. Exhaling to warrior two, adjusting your feet. Flip your palm, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle lunge. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale to side angle and just pause and lengthen, grounding and reaching. And then exhale, plant your palms to the mat. Step that right leg back. Go or flow to your down dog. In your down dog, take a deep, full in breath. Stay for the exhale. Inhale the left leg long, option to bend the knees, stack the hips. And then exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, step that left foot forward, plant the back foot down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, side angle, and pause here and lengthen. You want to go a little deeper, you can. And bring that right palm to the mat or a block, or left palm to the mat or block. Right hand behind you in a half bind. Exhale, plant the palms to the mat, step the leg back, go or flow to your down dog. In your down dog, take a deep, full in breath. Stay for the exhale. Inhale the right leg long, option bend the knees, stack the hips, and then exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, gently step that right foot forward, plant the back foot down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle lunge. Inhale, reverse. Exhale to side angle. And then just go here. If you want to go a little deeper, you can. Maybe you grab a block. Maybe you come into half bind, maybe not. And then exhale, plant the palms to the mat. Go or flow to your down dog. And when you get to your down dog, you're just going to take a child's pose. If you need to let your shoulders rest, you can bring your palms back by your ankles, or even bring your palms to prayer, thumbs behind your neck. Connecting to the breath. Finding the balance between effort and ease. And then releasing any binds, plant the palm to the mat, lift up to table, lift your hips down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale the left leg long. Exhale, gently step that left foot forward. So high crescent lunge is next. You can bring your right heel over the ball of the foot or plant that back foot down. Even drop your back knee down. The choice is yours. And inhale, lift up with your core into your high crescent lunge. Lifting that right thigh towards the ceiling, bending into that left knee. Exhale, bring the left palm to the top of the thigh. And exhale, we're going to begin to twist, prayer twist, revolve prayer twist to the left. So you can keep it high. Bring this elbow to the outside edge of your thigh. Again, you have a back knee if you need it. I'm going to release the right palm to the mat, or you can use your block here. Left palm to your hip, or reach the fingertips towards the ceiling. Maybe look up. Exhale, plant the palms to the mat. Drop the back foot down. Now listen, we're going to inhale, lift up, quarter turn to the long edge of the mat, and bring our right toes so they point to the back of the mat. So we're facing the back of the mat. We're going to bend into that right knee. Coming into warrior two, facing the back of the mat. Flip your right palm, inhale, reverse warrior. And then exhale to side angle lunge. You stay here, begin to straighten this right leg, coming into triangle. Use your block here if you need to. So it's not about reaching or touching the ground. We don't want to concave in the spine. We're lengthening through the spine. Lengthening through the legs and the arms. Maybe your gaze looks up. Imagine there's a wall behind you. You're pressing your left shoulder, left hip into that wall. Good. Inhale, begin to lift up, quarter turn to the long edge of the mat, and then bring the left toes so they point to the top of the mat. You're going to step this back foot up. Grab your block, place it hip width apart from the left foot. So we're coming into pyramid, so there's a shorter stance here. Bind the arms behind you. Inhale, lengthen, then exhale, hinging at the hips. Thighs hug towards one another. You can stay here or release the right palm to your block, left palm to your hip. Just begin to stack your shoulders in revolved triangle. Maybe those fingers reach towards the ceiling. Exhale, plant your palms to the mat. Step that right leg back. Go or flow to your down dog. In your down dog, take a deep full in breath. Stay for the exhale. Inhale the right leg long. Gently step that right foot forward. High crescent lunge is next. Taking your time, moving with intention. Exhale, bring that right palm to the thigh, reach through the left fingertips, and then exhale, we're twisting, revolved crescent lunge twist. You can stay here or release the left palm to the mat or block, right palm to your hip or reach towards the ceiling. Exhale, plant the palms to the mat, and you're gonna lift up, quarter turn to the long edge of the mat. Take your left toes, point them to the back of the mat. Bend into that left knee. So warrior two facing the back of the mat. Left side. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle lunge. Stay here or begin to straighten this left leg, coming into triangle. Different options here. Always take the arms out of it. Notice your breath. Breath is deep and smooth. Finding the balance between effort and ease. Bending into this left knee. Inhale, lift up, quarter turn to the long edge of the mat. Right toes point to the top of the mat. You're stepping this back foot up, about 2.5 feet between the feet. Release the mat, the block to the mat. Bind behind your back. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, hinging at the hips. Pyramid. Maybe you can stay here or release this left palm to the block or mat. Just want to concave down, keep the spine straight, and then begin to stack your shoulders, revolve triangle. And then exhale, bend into that knee. Listen, we're going to step this left leg up to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, coming into ragdoll. You can bind or not. Be static or add movement. Connect to your breath. If you're binding, release. And just going to move into the go slow. And we're rolling all the way up into Tadasana, slow. Head is going to be the last to lift. Stacking your vertebrae, slowing down. Coming into Mountain Tadasana. Good, so our balancing pose is next. And today, let's just go ahead and do eagle. So our feet are hip width apart. We're sitting down into chair. Palms come to your heart. Shifting away into the left leg, lift the right thigh up. Cross that thigh over the left. Use your toes as a kickstand or come into the bind. Palms can stay where they're at or reach them away from the body. The left arm underneath the right. Hold onto your shoulders or come into the bind. Sitting a little lower. Elbows or even with the shoulders, palms move away from the face. You can stay here, or if you want to intensify, you're going to add 3 crunches. And release the arms and then the legs, and then coming back into Mountain Tadasana. If you need to add some movement, go ahead and do that. Feet are hip width apart. Sitting back down into chair. This time the left thigh comes over the right. Toes can be a kickstand or bind. Arms reach away from you. Right arm can come underneath, hold on to the shoulders or bind. You're sitting a little lower. To intensify, you add 3 crunches. Come out of this, you release the arms and then the legs, and coming back into mountain. If you need to add some movement, go ahead and do that. Inhale, reach the arms into extended mountain. Interlace the fingers, make a pistol mudra, reach to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the breastbone towards the ceiling. Inhale, extended. Exhale, forward fold. Hug the thighs to the belly. Head is heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms to the mat. Walk or step back to your plank and hold in your plank. And then go or flow to your down dog. In your down dog, take a deep, full in breath. Stay for the exhale. Inhale the left leg high, option to bend the knees, stack the hips, and then gently step that left foot forward, plant to the back foot down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, bring the palms behind the back. Option to interlace the fingers or just place the palms on your sacrum, depending on how your shoulders feel. Lift the breastbone up, chin tucked. Exhale, humble warrior. Shoulder to thigh or knee. Inhale, lift up. So you can keep the bind or not. We're just going to shift the weight towards this left foot. You can use your right toes as a kickstand, or begin to hinge forward into your warrior three. Nice up dog here in the chest. Exhale, bend into the knee, plant the palm to the mat, plant the fingers to the mat, step the left leg back, go or flow to your down dog. In your down dog, take a deep, full in breath. Stay for the exhale. Inhale the right leg long. Exhale, gently step that foot forward, plant the back down, foot down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, palms come behind the back. Lift the breastbone up, inhale. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, lift the torso up. Shift the weight towards that right foot. And then lift this back leg up, warrior three. Always release the bind. And then exhale, drop that back foot down. Plant the fingers to the mat, step back, go or flow to your down dog. In your down dog, take a deep, full in breath. Stay for the exhale. Bend the knees, look to the top of the mat. So you're gonna take a deep inhale and exhale. And on your exhale, you can either jump through or step through to your sit bones. So big bend in the knees, inhale. And then as you exhale, you can jump through to your sit bones or just walk and sit. All right, so we're gonna plant our feet to the mat. And plant your palms to the mat here. So what we're gonna do is work on boat. So now there's a lot of variations here. You can shift the weight into these palms, lift one leg up, and then the other. You can also hold on to the thighs to move from side to side. So if you're a beginner, this is a good place to start. Or you can lift both feet up. Either hold on to the backs of the thighs or the feet, or reach their fingertips forward. And exhale into low boat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, low. Inhale, up. Exhale, low, hold. And release all the way down, full body stretch. Good. Bend into the knees, walk the feet a little bit wider than hip width. You're just going to begin to windshield wipe the knees from side to side. Good. And you're going to lift those legs up. So option, some people like to bring the palms of their hands underneath their glutes a little bit just to support your lower back. You don't have to do that. We're going to extend one leg down long. Inhale, lift up, and then release the other leg down. The further you go towards the mat, the more challenging this will be. So no, you can always just go a little bit or a lot. It just depends on what works for you. You can keep the knees bent here. They don't have to be straight. Good, and you're going to bend to the knees, plant to the feet to the mat. Start to rotate your shoulders here and then lift your hips into a little bridge. Exhale, release the hips down. Inhale, lift the hips up into a little bridge. Exhale, release down. Good. We're going to extend the knees. Actually, we're just going to bend the knees. Knees over hips. Interlace the fingers behind your head here. And just relax back down to the mat. And then from here, you're going to extend the left leg long. Bring that right elbow over to, or that left elbow over to the right knee. And then lift back up and work the opposite side. So we're just adding a little bit of twist with our scissor legs. Going slow to go far. Not getting sloppy here. Be careful of the neck and shoulders. Finding the balance between effort and ease. Good, and then just placing the feet to the mats, palms to the mat. Start to rotate your shoulders and lift your hips up into bridge. Chin lifts away from the chest. Jaw relaxes. Gaze is soft. And then exhale, release down and take a full body stretch. Reach the toes away from the body, reach the fingers towards the top of the mat, maybe arch the back. Good. Plant the feet to the mat, feet are a little wider than hip width, and just windshield wiper gently from side to side. Maybe you want to let the knees rest towards one side or the other for a few beats. Good, and you're just gonna hug your knees or thighs to your chest and rock side to side or draw circles with the knees. A little bit of free movement here, whatever feels best. Good, and then planting the feet to the mat, plant the palms to the mat, strongly rotate the shoulders, lift the hips up into another bridge. Release the hips down, take a full body stretch. This time you're going to grab onto your left wrist, pull it over towards, gently over towards the right corner edge of the mat. Option to bring the feet to the right corner edge of the mat. Maybe stack your left ankle on top of the right. And come back to center. This time bend the knees. Again, just some gentle windshield wipers. Maybe you want to pause a beat on either side. And come back to this full body stretch. Grab the right wrist, gently pull it to the left corner mat. Walk the feet to the left corner mat. Option to bring that right ankle on top of the left. Side body stretch. Breath is deep and spacious. Releasing any tension or gripping. And coming back to center, plant the feet to the mat, plant the palms down, slowly rotate the shoulders, lift the hips up, bridge. You can stay here. This time if you want to bend the elbows, press the upper arms into the mat, do that, or interlace the fingers underneath you, do that. Thighs and knees hug towards one another. Exhale, release down. Hug your knees to your chest or come into a happy baby. Want to rock side to side, go ahead and do that. What's important here is that your lower back, your sacrum stays on the mat. So it's lifting away from the mat, just back out of this, whatever that looks like to you. Good, and you're gonna stack your knees over your hips, cactus the arms. Exhale the knees to the left side. You're just gonna hover the knees above the mat. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right and hover the knees. Inhale through center. Exhale the knees to the left. This time you just let the knees come to the mat. If you need to add a prop or block underneath your left thigh or in between your thighs, go ahead and do that. Deep, full in breath. Exhale, release. Supine twist. Inhale the knees back to center. Plant the feet to the mat. Lift the hips up. And stack your knees over your hips. Exhale the knees to the right side. Inhale back to center. Plant the feet to the mat. Lift the hips up. This time, hug your knees to your chest. Lift the head and shoulders. Tight little bow. Then exhale, releasing into your Shavasana. Maybe taking up space here. Just trying to rotate the shoulders. Make a shelf for your heart with your shoulder blades. Chin lifts away from the chest. Eyes closed. Take a deep, full in breath. Exhale, release. Shavasana, rest pose. To notice. Noticing the rhythm of the breath. Noticing how the mind and body have stilled and settled. The middle between effort and ease. Adding some gentle movement to the fingers and toes. Maybe rotating the joints. When you're ready, inhale, take a full body stretch. As you exhale, you bend your knees, roll to the right side in a fetal position. Just allowing space, gratitude, space for renewal, space for self-care. When you're ready, gently press yourself up into a seated position of your choice. Palms to your heart space, bow your head. May there be peace in your thoughts. May there be peace in your words. May there be peace in your heart. And may you share that with all beings. Thank you so much for joining me with so much gratitude. Namaste. All right. Thank you for joining me today. As always, it was a pleasure. If you haven't yet, please go ahead and join our online membership for weekly live classes plus replays. It's affordable, and please come check us out at yogabytonya.com. Have a wonderful rest of your day.